I see there, Paul, that looking at that line now, you've cleaned a hell of a lot of soiling out of it. It's actually more obvious.
Yeah, well, that was actually brown before, but now it's gone. All the dirt's come out of it, and now you've got your raw, clean flesh of the leather showing through.
Yeah.
So our next step now, I mean, this seat was really dirty. It was 20,000 Ks. I doubt it had ever been cleaned. So our next step now is we're going to use the leather repair compound. Now this seat's actually not so bad because it doesn't have any cuts or bad scuffing in there. It's just very lightly worn off the top there. If you do have a like a bad scuff or a where the slithers are all sticking up, on the other tutorials we'll show you how to do that. But to keep this one short and simple, we'll just show you how to do a simple repair using the compound. So we don't actually need to use any glues or fillers on this one. And so what I'm going to do now is apply the first layer of the scratch repair compound, which has been already colour matched to this set of seats, and so we'll do that now.
Easy way of colour matching too for cars is the for leather anyway, is the headrest. We do the colour match for you, get it exactly right for you, and it's just a case of sending us a headrest and we'd do it for you, get the colour all right, and you guys do the repairs, a fraction of the cost, and just for sending couriering a headrest anywhere around New Zealand just to or from around New Zealand just to do that. So straight away Paul's there just putting on the product, and all he's concerned about at the moment is just sealing that area. So the physicals of the product he's putting on there are the resins and polyurethanes and the specific pigmented match. There's binders, there's all sorts of technology in there. Exactly the same what the tanners use to finish leather in the first place, Paul, but a bit more specced up, isn't it?
Yep, definitely.
In terms of increasing the wear significantly.
I mean, this is a real simple DIY of doing a basic repair. I mean, in the other parts of the website, you'll come across, if you want to do a full restoration of worn-out seats, there's the Leather Restoration Workshop Manual, which teaches how I do professional work. But this is just what we're showing you here today is a very, very simple way of just doing these small ones that doesn't involve much in skill or equipment. So
this is a classic, isn't it, Paul? The one thing that stood out about this vehicle when I spent a significant amount of money detailing it, making it look good, was this mark right on the the wear mark right to that leading edge. And as the customer who bought this here said, well, it was a right put off. Our dealer, using one of his guys who's a bit practical, have this thing detailed up within a few minutes, as we've seen already with the application that you're putting on there. It's being sealed, you're building up the colour, and you're building up the product on the surface, and basically you're putting the layer, finishing coat and sealer all on in one, and you won't actually be able to see it, and already it's making a massive difference.
Gone now. And of course, if you want to speed the drying up, the idea with this is to build it up in very, very light coats. We've got our second one on there now, and you can use a hairdryer to speed up the drying, So because it's so thin and so light, it's drying very, very quickly. And in the space of, after the job's been done, in the space of half an hour, you're in business. You can go and sit on it and drive it away.
See, already just in two coats, even though there's only very light pigment in that, so that it doesn't affect the integrity of the actual compound itself, it's looking absolutely fantastic, really.
I don't know about, how does that look in the camera? I mean, that's looking pretty good from this end.
Oh, absolutely fantastic, as I said.
Just do a bit more on there.
As I say, and that tube, there's a lot of generic colours there, especially with greys and blacks and interiors of vehicles. That tube's going to do any number of repairs, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, this is saving an absolute fortune to get a guy to come onto your car yard and do this. I don't think you get much change out of $100 to $200.
Oh, easy, exactly.
But you can do this yourself. I think these are retailing at the moment for $49 for the whole DIY kit. So, and you can not just do one scuff. You might have scuff on the door or scuff on the other seats as well. So it's the old story, a little goes a long way with this.
And it is a classic with the new seats where they fold up over the edge there. Where you're getting in and out, you're actually pushing that leather across and back, and just just that normal getting in and out of a car, especially the higher vehicles, you're actually taking the finish off just from repetition. And also a lot of times when you're doing that, where the creases are, they actually after a while start to crack. Bearing in mind that in vehicles there's a lot of extremities, isn't there, Paul?
Yep.
And the leather can dehumidify reasonably quickly because of the amount of heat build up. And that's why it makes it even more imperative that you clean and then add that condition and protector there that builds up the suppleness and the protection, stops all this from happening, not indefinitely, but keeps it from happening in a short period of time, or to mid-term anyway, and then of course keeps it nice and supple and clean.
As you would have noticed here, I've been using my fingers. This is a water-soluble product, so you can use a cloth, but I like finger painting, so it's how you do it is entirely up to you, as long as you're getting the same result.
No, exactly.
So I mean, this is pretty much done now. I mean, I don't think I need to do any more to that. I mean, the owner of this car now won't even believe what's just happened.
No.
I don't know what it would cost to replace that panel, but it would be quite a major job, I would think, if you had to go down that track.
Yep.
So there we go. That's as simple as that. And what I'll do now is I'll leave it to dry probably for about half an hour. And the last step, of course, is to put the leather conditioner protector over the top, and that will be a job well done.
Brilliant.
Simple as.
Well done, Paul.
Okay, so that's all done now, and it looks good from this angle. How does it look to your view there, Pete?
Very good. Absolutely.
All right, so the final step now is this is all dried out, and what we're going to do now is put the leather conditioner protector on, and basically what that is, that's a combination of tanner's oil and waxes, which puts a protective layer over top of the leather and also helps to condition it and keep the leather soft. So this is very easy. What I'll do is I squirt it into a cloth, and all we're going to do is just wipe it evenly over the surface of the leather and let it dry. That's it. You don't have to buff it, you don't have to rub it in or anything like that. Just wipe it over nice and evenly and let it dry, and that's it. Very, very simple.
So effectively the conditioner part is a smaller molecule. It's homogenised in solution, but that actually leather is porous, so it goes into the surface. That keeps the leather humidified. In other words, it keeps a moisture level in there, which is not water, because water is not good for leather, and it keeps it nice and supple. When the protector sits on the surface and holds that soiling up, and as long as you clean these seats once every couple of months, you'll see how quickly the soil comes off because of the protector holds it up, and it increases the life of the leather significantly. In fact, our protocols through LASRA, the Leather Research Association, shows that we can double the wear life of leather if you follow the directions of the Palais system: cleaning, conditioning and protecting. Right, so that's awesome, Paul.
That's it, we're all set now. We just let that dry, and that's it. Car can go out back on the yard again.
Yeah, happy customer.
In this case, back to the owner.
And it doesn't detract, having that significant mark there right into the flesh of the leather doesn't detract from the car at all, and it was a real cheap option for repair.
Exactly, and it took only half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, and we're all done. So
brilliant.
Excellent.
Okay, mate.